You really think I need to be high to see the world as art? Poor unimaginative piggy. How I wouldn't want to have your peepers.
To hell with the art part, man. It's all about the high, anyway.
They just...
Her neurons must be on fire. The heat creating waves and ripples in all she sees. Above all...
In which case, they're not mine. And I have several witnesses who will corroborate my statement.
这个小鬼啊！我以为这个可以啦，我是探索差不多啦。你这个服装是说有新服装，道具是说有新道具。哎呀，刷子啊！对了，刷子。来刷啦！哎，哦，我还没有这个燃料啊，我必须要有燃料啊，要找到一台车啦。啊，这个又不给我画。哎，所以嘞，我先去换钱啦。换钱啊！
Is this about the question? Wow. I didn't know anything else I can do.
No, you don't work for the human. That was easy. Blow the whole thing on speed and gin. Right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Because Frick has an army.
佛利多。
She blinks at you, confused as to why you'd ask such an obvious thing.
佛利多为什么是有军队呢？
I don't know. It stops people from robbing Frick, I guess. If they know there's an army, I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with them anyway.
Businesses often hire private security this side of the river. It's an unfortunate state of affairs, but not unheard of.
对啊，这不是有警察吗？
You think the police, like, bother catching shoplifters? Frick polices themselves, so, yeah. Anything else you wanted? Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent,
金骨
except for the big
钢筋铁骨
Flipta
是不是？
slogan.
钢筋铁骨。
A colorful display.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
你这都是加体格了干嘛？加体格了干嘛？伏特加。
The pale age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
Pale.
You know?
Don't worry your pretty little head about it.
Sure. So, are you gonna buy anything? No. Frick only sells legal drugs, like the... Huh? Speed.
Of course not. Frit is an establishment that acts within...
What's the point if they don't even sell the good drugs?
哎，妈的！快速完啊！这个哎，这个家伙，这个司机啊，我先去看那个当铺是不是有快速完啊？
inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
但我真的想要拿一点汽油哎，怎么这个已经可以过去了？是不是？先看一下啊。
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and
这个人工巧匠对不对？我可以换成，不对，这个人工巧匠已经有了。
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say foul.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Headless.
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
干嘛买啊？我干嘛买？干这很便宜啊！
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. I don't like either set very much, to be honest.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Baronets.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
I used to be very serious about my Franco-Nigerian night.
干买这个便宜
Did
啊
I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
这个这个道具是直接放在身上就可以了啦，不用那个啊，那什么东西啊？还在卖什
The
么啊？
boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel format, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that, or any other time you'd need to play a tape. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
Okay.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
The stuff I record myself, silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by, nocturnal animals climbing on the roof, airship rotors, that kind of thing.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing. What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man with antlers and immense Zweihander. The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
It's the man from Hendal.
Walking away from his burning village, yes. Huh? Oh, I see. That's tough, man. I feel the same way sometimes. The man from Hjelmdal is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla. In fact, most people don't think that man from Hjelmdal ever really existed.
Hendal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Hjelmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey,
Wow. What?
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect.
Cause and
Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
It's for the
Energetic
best,
time.
because Eamdal is not a real place, and thus he could not. His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I deal in goods, not services. Two real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I sympathize, I do. But this is a 2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
You should. 2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? You'll just have to buy it then. But it's not like it's
我
expensive.
靠！强健身体是干，好像要强健身体哦。干，我要强健身体，我想想看啊。我要强健身体。强健身体，白背心强健身体啊！啊，白背心是强健身体，那我干嘛还要买这个 T 恤？T 恤一定是覆盖的这个背心啊。
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man with antlers and immense Zweier. Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay. But please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric.
有没有快速玩啊？
Hello, hello. Let me know if... Sure, let me have a look. Oh, no. I don't like those... Photic paths, counter-radiance network, anti-magnetism. It's...
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
Another time, perhaps.
你怎么你多了一台这个？这是什么东西啊？这是什么东西？电话吗？
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
有一个招牌卡住。
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft nothing happens. Nothing happens. The spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
周三的早上会修好哦，那我就不必那个啦。
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
Countenance.
The sign billboard has fallen on the water lock, keeping it open, and thus out of order. Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it. Goat milk butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows, and the local goat farmers produce high-quality meat and dairy staples that add variety to other nations' diets. It's an acquired taste. Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
真的还假的啊？哦，这跟之前的那个车是不一样啊！你看一下这个左边这个身形啊，这个车的身形跟之前的卡车好像不太一样哦。这是一个动力车哈，动力车。这个跟之前中的那个栅栏的那个应该是不同的车。
These look like the same tire tracks I saw earlier, in front of the whirling rag.
真的还假的啊？真的还假的？
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
它是先掉到这个洞，是不是？
The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
真的还假的？
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
天花板变成起跳了，看它可以跳到运河过，哎，这是个技术，这个是要跳到运河对面，是不是？真的还假的啊？
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
哦，
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal.
这个，没有啊，坠入运河，没有吧？他跳过去了吧？
The Samaran Butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently. Within the past 72 hours. Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
所以说这个车子有跳过去啊。
There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22. It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage.
Motor carriage.
The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers.
哎，这是一个很普遍的啊，就是这个亲民的哈，就是一般款，大小通吃啊。Prince Couperin 40。
Very sturdy but light motor carriage, more likely than most to survive that jump. The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about for too long. You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
Wrap up。我跟人家讲哈，我多厉害
Any
啊！
theories about what happened here? What kind of car do you think it was?
我觉得应该是这个G22。
That's quite likely, from what I can tell. Oh. I suppose that narrows it down somewhat. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder? If we must.
周三的早晨啊，周三的早晨，现在是周二啦。OK。从重燃油，可以啦。哦，这个是时间性的，是不是？哦。明天再去找，这是时间性的。看他妈的！我现在去跟这个 Kuno 哈，我把这个我买了一个玩具哈，我去找 Kuno， 因为我买了一个那个 Ben 的玩具，这个东西跟他讲一讲。
There are clothes. Save the economy. That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We look around. Is this really the economy? I can't go
You find the box smells like cat.
economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist. They itch.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 real.
从容自若。干嘛？从容自若。从容自若，我看一下。从容自若是属于哪一种？这个啦。从容自若。
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box.
You like sunglasses, officer?
Abort.
Damn, officer.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy. It's going to be very...
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you.
湿水
These are those UV stickers.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe.
These are all those UV.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool.
蓝色
Oh,
墨
very
镜，
interesting.
This is how a sea monster sees. All right, but these actually make your vision worse.
Wow! And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes and
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
内陆帝国，这个只是摸出更多道具而已啦，这没有什么。
The shine on these sun. You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
疑神疑鬼加二，这个加二的是还蛮厉害的，这个
you see a samurai. The name.
Happy shopping of everything. You're very.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown? Good one, officer. You're a funny guy. Then fire away, officer.
能言善道，能言善道，是不是？能言善道。靠呀，有什么东西？什么新的思维？干他妈的鬼丛玲珑会！这个至少这个啊、不会有任何的这个。他妈的，这个都会剪。shit， 我再开一个好了啦。然后我来把这个吧。手指枪啊，我来用这个。 我觉得手指枪不错。它这边有一个能源善道哦，我就看一下我这边有没有什么可以增加能源善道的。没有啊。看一下这边有没有什么可以捡。这种破烂可以捡的吗？
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you? Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. The men have the small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber? Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel until you came along, that is. I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were, while you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Meth, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in
你
this
拉的是什么货啊？
Diamonds? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
"所以说你也不知道你拉的是什么啊？
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Of course it does. What did you expect? What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest.
If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
你到底有没有兴趣走私毒品呢？
Why would I want to do that? Loman, what in the name of God are you talking about? Good. I don't care about drugs. Little molecules, they are nothing. Diamonds? Of course not. Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. Is that all you wanted to know, Lowman?
She's just a distracted old woman.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
Yes.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
真的还假的、
The
啊？
Monosov's Land, Udashnaia Zemlya, the Western Plain, the Transcatlia Magistral, you for 1A, Adestradas do Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly. You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Appraisal.
Is that all you woke me up to say? Of course not. To truly
The boyadero, Boya for short, is a cow herder from upstream Magritte.
it's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her. Of course not.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maidens imploring.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her. The most beautiful. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. Diamonds? Of course not. Whatever stupid things they put, is that all you wanted to know, Lowman?
好了，
Yes, go.
好像他们真的
Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Oh, yeah, like a horse, a workhorse. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer. Wasn't easy getting that giant novelty check from Everard. Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shaken for shit and then pawn it off. You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? The guardsman has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think, hustler. Think with your head. Because of the taxes, G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol? You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In 98% of all your money. What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Nibble.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And
你这个思维啊，多了这个思维，是不是会让我在金钱上面会比较有收获呢？真的很奇怪啊！怎么会想出这些有的没有的东西啊？那你是怎么那么深入的游戏呢？
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy garden, the windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Hey, God.
The back end of the book.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
那看看可不可以把这个油给偷出来？这里有一个司机啦。
Looking for something? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage. I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze. Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through...
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags. when some keep boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
对啊，
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not rotor science, man. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
袭人就是那个在卖衣服的那个吗？二手衣服那个吗？对啊，
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
哈哈，真的还假的？他把那些货拿来卖啊？
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
干，你不要骗我啊！跟这个家伙讲讲看啊，到底是
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Nope, don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse.
Hey, isn't he like smoking right now? The smell is in the air.
Okay, but this is my last one. And it's a bad habit. You should quit before both of us have lung cancer.
呵呵，这个家伙一定有问题啊！
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery.
Then what's your deal here?
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith? This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
标新立异，等一下哦，标新立异很简单啊，这个就好啦。标新立异很多呢，看这个也标新立异，那个也标新立异呢，只是说这个是外衣啦。 标新立异。是这个吗？这是怎么穿啊？标新立异一下啦。
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
Whoa. What else? Silent communion. That's good. Dang, that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself. Fucking A. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here say you don't really get it. I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
这个人还不错啦。
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words. Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too. Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts. Only the most experimental kind. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world.
Okay,
Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
可以啊，我可以啊，你这么多，干思维真的有够多了。我现在存档了，我想要结束了啊，先存个档。最后呢，我想要挑战一下这个。我存档了啊！这个屋顶上那个女人呢？我有玩具给她欸。
Yes?
我有玩具给她。
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno? Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaught. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him.
Get your snout, you should give up.
You okay,
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
doesn't.
Kuno doesn't fucking share. Kuno.
The man lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
五管发达是不是？为什么不能过去啊？干这！这里有搜刮了没啊？这里有搜刮了吧？现在是捡破烂的呢。这有没有钱啊？对啊，这是从这上面，这是从那边过来的。现在钱很多哎、好，我现在要检定一下哈，五感发达，连升2级。五感发达，拼一下检定。
The man is decomposed. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in. Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as...
The fuck is he doing?
The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in. A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands, and you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
有一个洞啊。
An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar.
Kuno is silent. A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
真的假的啊？
The fuck is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
Yes, that's what this part is called. The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never. Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
Slug.
This is what he used to regulate his emotions with.
里面有个弹孔。
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen.
Fucking cavity, see?
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to fall. Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly, cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
Cerebral.
Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
Can you get to it?
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium. The object that is in there stops just short. This is the irregularity you felt before.
We have the making.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pig.
Yes. Yes.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
My...
What is it?
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist.
Fucking...
A bullet.
Bullet. Bullet. 我真的已经
The
觉
bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
rifle.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an high velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound? Opinion, fatal injury. And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
Post-mortem 就是勒痕是死后才不是致命的，然后真正致命的是这个进入脑袋的子弹。
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death.
Yes.
And the hanging an attempt to conceal this.
Yes.
Treatment, officer, is an attempt to manipulate the body after death, to hide the real cause with a false cause.
Yes.
This injury here. Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Yes.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought. There was no satisfying explanation.
Yes.
There have been other signs too. Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it doesn't explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be
Yes.
intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
对，没错，他没有一些挣扎的迹象。
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier. To hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here? Oh, you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening. Yes, we should.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
哦，你现在接下来时间你要打包这个尸体哈，那我单独行动可以啊。
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this.
可以啊。
I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning.
Okay.
You can do side tasks, and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
All right. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the...
可以啊，好吧，我们完成了一个第二天就完成了一个非常重要的里程碑了哈。哦，他把车子运走了，我的天哪！
Finger pistol, 9mm.
手指枪。
Snap, snap, baby. Turns out guns aren't that much for protecting as they are for attacking people. If you want to protect people,
保险
really
装置
work
从未
for
开
them,
启。
you have to whip out your signature dual 9mm Villiers finger
手
pistols.
部
Who
插
needs
未
real
装备的
guns
时候，
anyway?
循循善诱
That
加一。
conversation you just had, it would have gone better had you snapped those bad boys at them. Note, 9mm dual finger.
这好像蛮烂的。循循善诱加一。我手部没有装置的时候，那我的循循善诱有啊，有加一呢，真的，它有一个条件啊，手部没有装置的时候才可以循循善诱加一。那我还是装东西了，装那个铁锹呗。啊，这个好烂啊！我觉得有些弄错了，不好。至少反应速度有加到啊。绿色球体时都可以加10分的，这个不错这个是赚钱的。每次点击绿色的物体的时候，我都可以加10分钱，这还算不错是觉得还可以啦。他们至少都会有两个东西可以。好吧，那就先到这里啊，这一节。这时候我可以去洗裤子啊。然后之后我要去南边啊，去跟那个走私的那个人讲一下。现在钱蛮多了啦。我觉得这个胖子很可疑哦，他可能有问题。
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the
可是塑胶回收的好像没有塑胶回收了，只有瓶子回收了。好吧，那就先这样吧。死者的脑部有一颗子弹，这非常重要的发现，非常重要啊！